This is a magnetically levitating M.O.D.O.K sculpture. I did make a video about this on TikTok a few years ago, but it only got a couple thousand views. Meanwhile, low effort videos like this get 41 million views. And lately, the TikTok and Reels algorithms haven't really been doing it for me, and in my last few videos, you guys have been super supportive and have been asking me for more long-form content, so I'll be moving most of my project builds over to YouTube, where they'll hopefully be a little bit more appreciated. Plus, I gotta go to open source this year, and that really inspired me to make more videos to show off my projects. This one in particular is very special to me because I consider this to be my first project as Derailed 3D. On top of that, I started this project without any knowledge or the skills needed to complete it, and it took me 6 years from start to finish, though most of that was procrastination. I started this project back in high school in 2016, and I didn't finish it until 2022, during a time where I and a lot of people had nothing else better to do. So, starting with the character design, I had just started learning how to use ZBrush, and I knew that I wanted to make M.O.D.O.K. But this was before the stop-motion TV series aired in 2021, and definitely before whatever this was. So at the time, there weren't that many references for me to go off of this character, other than existing figurines and the original comic book illustrations. This is the image that had the heaviest design inspiration from the character level wiki. This was sculpted in ZBrush, and there are definitely a lot of things I would do differently if I were to do this again now with the sculpting experience that I have. For the magnetic levitation base, there are definitely more and better options out there now than there was when I first made this, so if this video gets enough traction, I'll make a longer, updated build with the Quantumania version. But yeah, at the time, there weren't many affordable magnetic levitation platforms out there, and the one that I got was about $40 or $50 on AliExpress.
You lie.
This sold as a kit. I remember this having terribly mistranslated instructions that I had to solder on by hand, but regardless, it was still really fun and really rewarding for me to put together, considering I was still in high school. This was before I went to college for engineering. For the model, I had basically eyeballed trying to get the magnet as centered as I could on the body, since a top-heavy model would be very difficult to balance on the magnet, which is partly why I chose M.O.D.O.K for this build. At the time that I made this, I didn't have any of the Formlabs printers that I have now, which would have saved me a lot of time and failed prints. But this was printed on the Poly MOI 130, which was my first resin printer, and I wanted to use this to show off the details that you can achieve with SLA machines. A lot of people also asked about the paint that I used for this model, but I always just use the cheapest acrylic paints I have available at the moment, and for the suit, I used gold enamel paint, and I sealed it all with an aerosol clear coat. That was basically it for this whole build. I had a lot of fun making this, but if you have any questions or ideas on what you want to see me build next, leave that in the comments, engage with this video, and subscribe to help grow my new YouTube channel. And as always, the STL for this M.O.D.O.K will be available on my Patreon. The link to that will be in the description. Though if you want to attempt to build this, you'll probably have to tinker a little bit to get the balance right. I got lucky with mine, it was the first print that I did, but with the better magnetic levitation platforms out there today, this can most likely be scaled up since they can handle more weight and are more stable. So if that's something you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. And I sealed it all with an aerosol clear coat. And I sealed it all with since they can handle more weight and also this can most likely in my last few videos series aired in 2021 and oh my god, yeah